Volume 3, Number 1. Here's to New Beginnings. As the new year is well on its way, we're approaching Valentine's Day and a very special wedding anniversary. As everybody is gathering together for a special dinner, Miss Yokoshono comes upstairs. I can't wait to spend some time with Grace. It's been such a long time. Miss Yokoshono? Yes, ma'am. How are you doing, Grace? Oh, I'm doing so much better. It's now 6 weeks. I can officially get out of bed and recover my my life a little. Oh, so sweet. So sweet. Your son is so beautiful. And I get to hold him. It's so good. It's so good to see you, Grace. I stayed downstairs because I didn't want to get in the way. Oh, Mrs. Yokoshoto, you don't get in the way at all. In fact, we missed you so much. And now you can come downstairs because I did some of my own redecorating. Since that mural, I've been inspired myself. Let's just say I have a little green thumb of my own. I decorated, I have my own green room now. Oh, you do? Yes, I do. Wait till you see. I can't wait, says Grace. It's been such a long time since you and I spent some time alone. The girls are doing so well. They've been helping out around the home. You should see how the beds have been made by Kelly. Kelly is doing such a fantastic job. I'm so impressed, said Miss Yokoshoto. I really like her. You do? Said Grace. Oh, she even made my bed. She has? Yes, said Mrs. Yokoshoto. She comes downstairs and tidies up my room. She even put a Hershey kiss to remind me that Valentine's Day is around the corner with a little note. Remember, don't forget, Valentine's Day's coming up. Does she know something that I don't know, Grace? I don't know, but it's very possible. My wedding is my wedding anniversary is that day. Oh, I do recall. We're going to have a special celebration that day since the last time you went on a Hawaii vacation. This year, we're going to have a dinner celebration. I am going to be the one to cook that day. I am going to cook. Guess what, Grace? What? Sushi. Oh, Grace is so happy. And Mom overhears. Did I hear that Miss Yokoshoto is going to cook sushi and rice? Said Adrian. Yes, Mom, said Grace. Welcome. Yes, I'm so looking forward to a nice big Valentine's Day celebration. And wedding celebration, said Grace. Don't forget. I wonder what's going to happen. Well, let's sit and think about it, said Miss Yokoshoto. It's just the three of us. The girls are busy upstairs, and, well, let's have some tea. Japanese tea. Let's catch up. Let's do that. I have to drink water, said Grace. I have to stay hydrated, said the doctor. Oh, that's right. When's your next follow up? I'm not sure. I haven't checked the calendar. I'm sure it's very soon. So, what are your plans, Grace? Well, I'm going to go back to school. What? Said Mrs. Yokoshoto as they're drinking Japanese tea in the kitchen. Grace surprises everybody. What do you mean you're going back to school? Well, I plan to go back to school as Josiah is growing up. In the next few years, I plan to graduate and finish my diploma. Diploma in what? Criminal justice. Criminal justice? Michael overhears. What are you talking about? Uh-oh. Here it goes. It's a long story, Michael. Maybe I should explain. Did I interrupt something, Grace? Oh, maybe she also Grace stutters. Maybe I should explain. Adrian says, yeah, maybe Grace needs to explain what she means. The four of them sit down at the table, and Grace explains what she's about to do. Listen, the baby's napping. Maybe I need to explain what my plans are. I want to be a judge. Really? You want to be a judge? Said Michael, hesitant. You, I could see you being a judge, but how are you going to do that? Well, Michael, I didn't explain everything to you. I do have a master's degree. You do? Why didn't I know all this? Well, I kind of blocked everything out for years. And I didn't really talk about my life before. Well, I didn't want to get into all this, but do you mind, Mom? Mrs. Yokoshoto? No, go there, please. Okay, Michael, do you mind me going there? Said Grace. No, please, tell me. What are your plans? Well, after having a fourth baby, my goal is to graduate and become a judge and raise my family the right way. Justice needs to be served in this country. Really? You feel that strongly about it? Said Michael. Yeah, absolutely, said Grace. Well, Grace, that's a big task to take on. Can you wait till the kids are a little more older? Yeah, I plan on doing that. I'm just saying that my goal in the long run is to become the judge. Okay, so it's a long term goal. Yeah. Oh, I'm so relieved you just said that, said Michael, because there's no way we could do this and juggle children. We would be taking on a whole lot, said Michael. Listen, there's nothing precious in the present moment. Let's just stay in the moment right now, said Grace. Right now, my plan is to just take classes. Eventually, I will get to my goal. My long term goal is to raise my children, raise my family right. That's my first priority is put God first, family, and then, well, it kind of goes in the order of God, country, and family. But my family right now is my priority. Grace, I'm impressed. You didn't tell me that you had a master's degree. Yes, I worked on my master's during my previous marriage. You did? Even while he was mistreating you? Yeah, that was my only escape from my home. You went to school while he was beating you up? Yeah. He chased me down at my college campus. The campus police even saw him doing it too, believe it or not. Wow, you have a real amazing way of sharing a story. It's like you're starting to remember things. Yeah, I am, but it's okay. I'm going to be okay. After having Josiah, I realized that I have to do something in for the benefit of the future of children. And being a family court judge is to benefit children. Look, Pastor West had a really major event happen to him. Children are at risk, and it's suicide. And without elaborating too much, Grace said, Michael, it's a bigger issue than most people even talk about. There's such a high rate of suicide attempts that it's such a big, it's the big elephant in the room. A lot of people can't talk about it because they don't know where to start and where it ends. Well, Michael, it's a conversation we're going to have. Well, we're having it now. Mrs. Yokoshoda, what would you say? Well, in the Asian culture, a lot of children lack discipline in this country, whereas in the Asian culture, they have a patriarchy, they have family. And with family, you have values, something you could pass down to your children. In this country, there's something missing in the family. Without that father figure in the home, something is very seriously lacking. without a mother to school their children. Drugs is an epidemic in this country. It's obvious. It's obvious of what's going on. I don't know where it starts and begins either, Michael, but it's an epidemic, said Mrs. Yokoshota. And Adrian says, wow, you said a mouthful. It's so true. And there it is, Michael, said Grace. I, we all said enough. Let's finish our tea and let's have a lighter conversation. Yes, let's have a lighter conversation. It is early in the morning and I don't want to wake up the kids. Yeah, having Melissa and Josiah sleeping at the same time is a winner for me. Oh, wow. You're sounding a lot better, Grace. I'm very impressed with what you had to share with us. Thank you for sharing, by the way. I am very proud of you, what you want to accomplish. If you decide to do this or plan to do this, let me know when you're ready to go forward. Case closed, said Grace. That's right. I'm very impressed. Well, Mrs. Yokoshota is so proud and impressed herself. So when are we going to have this special dinner? Well, of course, we're going to have it on Valentine's Day, said Adrian, Michael's mother. Yes, we're going to have this typical favorite. We're going to have rice, we're going to have sushi, and seaweed salad. Should we have something else? Teriyaki chicken? Yes, I think we should have teriyaki chicken. Probably steak teriyaki too. I might add some other things. You never know. I'm thinking like adding some other entrees to the plate or to the table. You just don't know. I'm thinking. So, as they wind up and wrap up the conversation in the morning, they go downstairs to see the newly decorated apartment. Mrs. Yokoshino shows Grace and Adrian downstairs as Michael goes into the office to get ready for the staff meeting. So, Michael, before I go downstairs, I just want to say thank you for supporting me, said Grace. Grace, I support whatever you decide to do. If you decide you want to do this, we'll talk more about it. If you decide you don't want to do this, I support you either way. I'm going to go and get ready for the staff meeting. Are you going into the office? I haven't decided yet. I can still go online on Zoom. I think I'm just going to do a Zoom call today. So, whatever I decide to do, I may either go in or just do the Zoom call. I haven't decided. Okay, well, in the meantime, enjoy your visit downstairs. I hope, however, she decorated it, it goes without a hitch. Yeah, me too. So they continued to go downstairs to see the well decorated apartment. Mrs. Yoko Shoto, the mural looks so beautiful. And who put the mantle up? Guess who did the mantle? Michael. He got me a special mantle so I could put my mural on top and I could decorate my special succulents. So I could grow the succulents and put them on the mantle when I wanted to. The mantle is beautiful. I wonder how much that costs. I don't know. Michael has a way of figuring these things out. He said it was used and he installed it, so I have a mantle now. It looks beautiful. It looks so beautiful down here. It doesn't even look like the same apartment. I like the new coffee table. It's almost like a light pine. Yes, it's beautiful. It's I'm looking around and it's just turned into such a beautiful place. I like how it's organized and the bed that that bedspread that I remember that. Yeah, said Grace. That's the one we bought you for when you first moved in. Yes, said Mr. Koshoto. As Adrian was inspired by the beauty of her apartment, she said, "Wow, so what are your plans for spring with the Japanese tea house?" "Oh, I have so many plans," Mrs. Yokoshota said. "I can't wait. Did you know that the dance teacher said so many glowing things about Jennifer's dancing? Jenny's dancing is starting to blossom." "Oh, I know. I couldn't believe the report. I can't wait to the spring recital." "Oh, now listen, I haven't been able to go to all the dance classes, but I know that Mrs. Yokoshota has been going consistently with Jenny." "Tell me," said Grace, "what is the dance teacher saying about Jenny's dancing?" "Oh, she's dancing so well. I heard all about it," said Grace. "Mrs. Yokoshota, what did she say?" "Oh, she's doing so well in jazz, and ballet is probably her real true art. She is a true artist," said Mrs. Yokoshota. "Ah," said Adrian, "this is such good news. She's going to do so well. By the time she gets in that kimono, she's going to do so well. I think the ballet is going to be her springboard." As they discussed over the idea of what the spring recital would look like, the idea, just simply the thought, just warmed Grace's heart. "Well, listen, I'm feeling a little run down. I'm going to get some rest." As they parted ways, they went upstairs. Grace laid down and rested as Adrian went to watch some Fox News. And of course, Mrs. Yokoshota watched her favorite show on Hulu. As the day became night, people relaxed into the evening. As Michael's staff meeting went off with a hitch on Zoom, the night was ending and they closed up the night. The kids were already tucked in bed after a long dinner. It was so nice to have a relaxing day. Michael breathed a sigh of relief because the staff meeting was a light meeting. Thankfully, after all the hard work, it was easy, squeezy, lemon peasy, as Grace often says. "Grace, I want to say this. I didn't expect to hear you wanted to become a judge. You should have told me sooner about your school." "Well, you heard about it now. I didn't realize that I just made a decision. I decided when I looked in my son's eyes that I want to fight for kids. I want to fight for justice. And when you told me about Pastor West, it gave me even more incentive to do something. I mean, it may not be radical, but I feel like I have to do something, Michael. Maybe I might do something small in life. I don't know. Maybe I won't become a judge. I don't know. I'm going to certainly try to do my best, though." "Well, listen, your best is, if you are only going to try to do your best, then your best is good enough in God's eyes." "Grace, I respect your willingness to try. And if you're going to try, that's good enough for me. Listen, I'm going to get some sleep. I know you're still healing. So while you're healing, I just need to give my son Josiah a kiss goodnight. I'm going to go check on the kids. And before I go to bed, I want to just give you a kiss goodnight." I love you, Grace. Thank you for a wonderful day. And thank you too, Michael. Thank you for understanding. I love you. I love you too. I'm going to go look at the kids and see how they're doing, and I'm going to give them a kiss goodnight. "Okay, Michael." So Michael heads upstairs to see how the kids are doing and kiss Melissa and Josiah goodnight. So the next morning, just like clockwork, Michelle and Kelly are working around the house. They enter the green room to relax and take a break. "Ooh, it's too early to be this tired." "It's okay. Take a break," said Michael. "Today's an easy day. Yesterday was kind of a hectic day. Was it? Well, I mean, it wasn't hectic, but it's always hectic with a lot of kids and just getting used to the new schedule. We're coming upon Valentine's Day, so I just want you to all know that we're going to have a big dinner on Valentine's Day. You're welcome to bring your boyfriend over. We're going to have a seating chart, basically. So if you have a boyfriend or a fiance, let them know they're welcome to come. Okay, Michelle? Okay, Kelly? Yeah, that would be great. So, invitation's open, said Michael. Michael leaves the room. He's so thirsty. Oh boy, my mouth is like the Sahara Desert. I need water. Ooh, it's still early enough. I can at least get my day started. Just then he gets a phone call. It's Johnny. Hey, hi, Johnny. Hey, we never got out to get that cigar. Oh, that's right. We've been just recuperating. Okay, can I get you on speaker? Yeah, okay. Hey, Johnny. Yeah. So when are we going out for cigars? Well, we should be ready, recuperated probably within the next couple of days. How about around Valentine's Day? That would be actually a perfect timing. Not on Valentine's Day, but you're welcome to come over for Valentine's Day if you want. We're going to have a Valentine's Day celebration. It's our wedding anniversary. We're going to have a small get together. Just you and Vanessa, though. Okay. I hope I don't start inviting a lot of people and then get in trouble, though, said Michael to Johnny. Oh, you might get in trouble. Are you sure? Well, I'm sure at this point. Bring the cigars on Valentine's Day. Put it that way. Okay, sounds like a plan. What time? Just be here at 6:30. Okay, sounds like a good idea. I'll be there at 6:30 on Valentine's Day. Okay, I'll see you then. All right, talk to you later, Johnny. Make sure Vanessa dresses up in her Sunday's best. You mean Valentine's best. Whichever. All right, Johnny, talk to you later. Okay, talk to you later, Mike. Okay. All right, looks like I got my ducks in a row. Let me just see what is on the agenda today, said Michelle. Michael, what's on the schedule? That to do list, you mean? Said Mike. Well, let me see. Kelly wants to see what's on the menu. Well, the menu's clear. There's nothing on the menu. Do you all have any plans today? We don't plan anything anymore. Why is that? Because the kids are still on a nap schedule. We're letting them nap. It's hard to schedule anything when they're napping like this. Okay. And when the weather's this cold, it's hard to get the kids up and putting on jackets, and the other kids are in school. So we have to pick the kids up. We usually have grandma and grandpa usually pick up the kids. So dropping them off, picking them up, kind of thing. It's a really hectic schedule. Who's dropping them off and picking them up? Grandma and grandpa? Boy, you're really lucky you have your grandparents helping them out. Well, the kids' grandparents, not my grandparents. What's Mrs. Yokoshoda up to today? Well, you can go downstairs and hang out with Mrs. Yokoshoda if she's not busy. Can we? Said Kelly. Kelly, you really like Mrs. Yokoshoda. Oh, absolutely, said Kelly. Well, if Mrs. Yokoshoda's not busy, go downstairs and see if she's not busy and you can spend some time. She likes that show on Hulu. If you like that show on Hulu and she's free, I'll go downstairs and check on Mrs. Yokoshoda myself and I'll see if she's free. Michael goes downstairs and sees if Mrs. Yokoshoda is free. Mrs. Yokoshoda? Yes, Michael. Are you free for a little bit? I'm free now. I don't know how much time I have, but what's going on? Well, the girls want to come downstairs and just help out. Oh, sure. They can come down for about an hour. Okay. Okay, it'll be Kelly and Michelle. They're going to come down and clean up and help out and just hang out for a little bit. I'll send them down. Okay, thank you, Michael. Okay. As Michael goes into the green room, okay, here's the plan. You can go down for an hour, you can help out and clean up, do whatever needs to be done downstairs, and spend some time with her for an hour. She has an hour free. So help out, clean up the kitchen, mop, do whatever. But you have an hour to do whatever you need to help out. While the kids are sleeping and resting, you're free to do whatever you need to do to help Mrs. Yokoshoda out. So you can hang out downstairs for a little bit. Kelly jumps up so fast and says, "Thank you, Michael. I enjoy her time so much, especially her stories about Japan." Okay, and Michelle, are you okay with that? Yes, absolutely. I enjoy time down there, especially her Japanese tea. Well, get on downstairs. And as Michelle and Kelly race downstairs like two little girls, they head downstairs to spend time with Mrs. Yokoshoda. Wow, it's so cute. Hey, Grace? Yes, you're up? Yeah, I'm up. Well, the girls are downstairs cleaning Mrs. Yokoshoda's room in the apartment. So, oh, that's good. That gives us some time alone. Oh, we need some time alone. More ways than one. Okay, so I invited Johnny and Vanessa over for Valentine's Day and our wedding anniversary. Is that okay? Sure, that's fine. That's actually a great idea. We're just going to have a big dinner here, and the plan is to have cigars out in the porch, if that's okay. We're going to celebrate our baby boy's birth. And I'm going to invite Mike um, Carrington and Jolie, if that's okay. That's fine. Those are the only people. I invited also Michelle and her fiance and Kelly and her boyfriend. Okay, so we're going to have some people over for our wedding anniversary on Valentine's Day. Yes. Is that okay? Yeah, that's fine. I mean, we have a big kitchen. We're basically going to have a party, is what you're saying. Yes. I didn't, I just kind of threw this together. Well, yes, you did. It's okay, Michael. You know what? We need to have fun on Valentine's Day. Let's just consider it like this. This last year was Hawaii. This year we're staying at home. So it's a lot cheaper than going to Hawaii. Yeah, here's to that. Yeah. You want to toast to that? Yeah, let's toast to that. Here's to affordable wedding anniversary this year. I'll toast to that too. As Michael and Grace toast to an affordable wedding anniversary because they just had a baby. They both chuckled and laughed. This time, we're celebrating with water. But I must admit, I'm not a cigar person. But Dad said he's getting champagne for the event. So I don't know how much champagne, but nobody's going to be drinking and driving. So they might have to sleep in the guest rooms. So I don't know. We'll have to do the accommodating if they're drinking. So whatever accommodations that night, we might have to pay for the accommodations if they're drinking. You get what I mean? Okay, that's fine. I'd rather be safe than sorry. Okay, sounds like a plan. Okay, so that's, you know what, sounds like a lot of fun, Michael. Besides, I don't think we've had any parties since the Christmas party at work, and I was too pregnant and unpleasant to enjoy it. Now that I'm not as pregnant, well, you actually are losing weight, so Grace, you'll start to feel a lot better as time goes on. Who's to say that I'm not feeling good as it is? I mean, I'm starting to feel better. Grace, you look good. Every day, with every passing day, you're starting to look good, said Michael. Well, I take that as a huge compliment. Yeah, before you know it, Grace, you're going to be in top shape again. Yeah, I already feel tremendously better. I have to drink this water and take vitamins and drink this collagen mix. It does a world of good. These energy drinks and these protein shakes are so great. They do help a lot. Well, that's good. Nutrition's very, very important, especially after all those nutrient losses after having a baby. You have to, it's like a resupply. Yeah, it is. Well, I'm a little exhausted, Grace. I'm going to go back to bed. You get some rest, Michael. I'm going to be in the kitchen. It's just me alone. I'm going to plan to get a pedicure or go out and get my hair done. So I'm going to go out and do some things while the girls are downstairs. So I'm going to ask the girls once they're done with what they're doing up, I mean, whatever they're doing downstairs, once they're finished, I want to get out and do something by myself. I need some time alone. Okay, so you're going to wait till they're done with Mrs. Yokoshoto? Yes. And then you're going to go get your hair done. Okay, that sounds like a plan. So you need some time alone. That's totally okay by me, as long as somebody's up here with the kids. And the girls, I'm going to check and see the girls, what they're doing once, right before you're ready to leave. So, okay, no, Michael, just go to sleep. I'm not going anywhere until the girls are finished doing what they're doing downstairs. So you just go take a nap, said Grace. Okay, I'm going to go lay down. Thank you, Michael. You did enough for the day already. Besides, Grandma and Grandpa are going to pick up the kids here soon. Okay, just go take a nap, please. All right, thank you, Grace. So Michael goes in and takes a nap as Melissa is still napping and Josiah is still napping as well. Okay, so Grace is just about ready to go downstairs and see what the girls are up to, and says to the girls, it's time to come upstairs. As the girls come upstairs from Miss Yokoshota's apartment. So how did it go downstairs? Said Grace. Oh, it went so well. It was so enjoyable. We really enjoyed going down there, says Kelly. I always get so much out of talking to her, said Michelle. Well, listen, you need to stay up here in the kitchen while the kids are still napping. Mom and Dad are going to come home and bring the kids. They're going to fix dinner. I'm going to get my hair done. Michael's sleeping, Josiah's sleeping, and so is Melissa. So while I have a chance, I'm going to go spend some time alone and get my hair done. So you need to stay in the kitchen as the kids will be coming home here shortly with Mom and Dad. So right now, as I said before, once Michael wakes up, he'll help you out, okay? He already knows what's going on. Okay, sounds great. We'll just stay in the kitchen. We'll take our coffee break in the meantime. Once the kids are home, they need to get their school clothes off and get their regular clothes on. They have to get their homework done. So make sure they get upstairs and do their homework as soon as they get home. Okay, that's your responsibility to make sure they get their homework done. Okay, said Grace. Okay, said Michelle. Okay, said Kelly. Excellent. Jessica should be here to help with the load. Okay, Jessica usually comes in as casual pull, so she'll be here to help out as well. Okay, so I'm going to head out here. I'm leaving you in charge, Michelle. Okay, Michelle. Kelly, help Michelle out. Okay, thank you, Grace. We'll see you later. Okay, see you later. And Grace leaves. Grace heads to the salon. Oh, it's been so long since I've been at the salon. That almost rhymes. here we go. Hi, welcome to Uptown Design. Oh, it's so nice to get some hair and more. You want some flair? You're at the right place. Yes, it's just in time for Valentine's Day. Thank you.